This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, everybody. I am Brittany Bryson, the marketing manager here at Jetta Corporation. On the line with me is also Angela, and she's also going to be presenting many of the products that we're going to be talking about today.
Good morning.
Good morning. I am going to go ahead and get started. The topic of our webinar today is just really about how bathroom design trends are, it's not just about aesthetics, but it also is changing the types of products and the types of bathtubs that you're going to be selling in your showroom. So what we did is did some research, and Houzz came out with a bathroom trend study just a few months ago. Where they compared 2018 to previous years. They've been doing this study for a few years now. And what they found, I found extremely interesting. So when they first started this study, roughly 3 years ago, a majority of people were changing up their bathroom because of pent-up demand, and the bathrooms needed to be changed. They were about 10 years old, so it was time for a remodel. And what they're seeing now is a rise and increase in people that are still tackling renovations in newer homes, because what they want to do is update it and make it fit their personality, even if the bathroom design itself is not that old. Even with the layout, we wanted to give you all of this information, exactly where they plan on investing their money. So a large majority of the homeowners, they replace features such as showers and vanities. Nearly half of them changed their bathroom layout, and that has to do with the design trend going more towards an open, airy feel. So most of those bathroom layout changes are more just to open up the space and make it look larger. Some, only 7%, changed the bathroom's location. And master bathrooms out of the house is about the second highest median spend, so about $7,000. That only comes in second to kitchen remodels. What we also noticed, which we found very interesting, is that nearly 1 in 2 master bathroom renovation is also paired with a master bedroom renovation. So what they're going to do is not just the bathroom itself, but they're going to renovate the whole suite. And typically 1 in 10 master bathrooms is the same size or larger than the master bedroom. And that's just making it a larger overall look and feel. And a majority of them like to design their master bedroom the same way that they design their master bath. So if they're going for more of a mid-century modern feel, they're just going to remodel the whole thing that way. We also looked into the type of design styles. And while contemporary is still #1 at 20%, what we found interesting was that the farmhouse design, even though it's only 7% of the people that renovate their bathrooms, is increasing. So in 2016, only 3% of people that were remodeling it into the farmhouse style. And you can kind of call that the Chip and Joanne Gaines effect, is because the show is so popular, more people tend to do that farmhouse style. It's extremely popular where we are here in Oklahoma, but what we've also noticed is that even though they have that farmhouse style, they are introducing many more modern features. So more modern faucets, more modern freestanding tubs that still fit within that farmhouse style. What they call it here is the modern farmhouse design. We also looked into the reasons behind, or what's most important for them in their bathroom. What are they looking for? And a majority of people say they want it to be stylish and beautiful. And that goes hand in hand with the people that are renovating new homes. What they wanted is a style that reflects them and their personality. So because of this, you're going to be seeing, we have a rise in soaker tubs. The majority of that is the freestanding, as remodels tend to remodel more in the freestanding or the shower base area, and a decrease in the whirlpool tubs. Doesn't mean that the demand for Whirlpool is decreasing overall. It just means in the remodels, we're seeing a lot of people just putting the freestanding in the shower bases. So how have we taken note of these trends? Well, we want to make sure that we're giving you the product that you need, that you'll need in your showroom to meet these changing trends. And so what we are continuing to do is expanding our freestanding market, giving you the sizes and the shapes that you guys are asked for the most. We've also added 3 modern acrylic shower bases to our offering, just to give you guys the products that you need to meet that demand. And I'm going to let Angela take over. She's going to talk about our products.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Brittany touched base a little bit on the shower bases. So we're going to walk you through some of the options that we have here with shower bases. What you're seeing, this very first photo here, is our Sullivan Sullivan rain shower. So what the Sullivan shower base works as a bathtub, a standard 60-inch bathtub replacement. So Brittany, do you want to go on to the next slide there? This will work just as right here, just as a bathtub. You will order this left hand, right-handed, and just how you would order for your drain, left drain, right drain. Your shower seat will be directly opposite the base. What's really nice, I'd like to point out with this piece, is that it is one complete molded piece, which tends to be more favorable with showers. So the walls that come up 26 inches high do not attach, so there's no caulk seam right there. It is one solid full piece. Also, it comes with, it will have the tile flange. So whatever, if they choose to put on the walls for the remainder going all the way up, tile, solid surface panels, cultured marble, they have that flange built right in. Another thing that I do like to point out with this is that it's a nice clean look. There's many other competitive products out on the market with this, in this category of bathtub replacement. But what's nice is that many of them tend to have designs or built in, or very chunky or boxy seats, which end up taking up most of the shower space. With this one, this still gives you a lot of space, and it is a nice, clean, sleek look. Now, we've also added some new shower bases. So the shower bases are, again, clean, sleek look with center drains, and that is they all come with the covered square drain in the center. They're available in a couple configurations. So you have your standard alcove, in which you will have your tile flange on all 3 walls with your front threshold. And then you can also order these with either a left and back flange or a right and back flange on both the 48 and the 36 inch, 48 by 36 and the 60 by 36 models. With just the left or the right configuration, as you can see in the picture, this allows you to create the 90-degree glass turn for an open glass shower. So those are available and shipping in our current price book. Also, as a reminder, we have some specials on the shower bases for December. Right there, you guys see those are some special nets for you for those bases, for the 48 and for the 36. So those are going on until the end of the month. So now we're going to talk a little bit about our Cosmo freestanding tubs. So just to recap, or just as a general overall, all of the tubs are white soakers. The pricing always includes the waste and overflow. Waste and overflow is available in either polished chrome or white on all models. And then we also have a few models which offer a brushed nickel finish. Some models can support rim-mounted faucets, and we'll touch base on that a little bit further as we go through some of these different styles. So some of the details. They have reinforced rims opposite the waste and overflow for the faucet. So as we look through some of these different styles, some of them that have that wider rim in which we say faucet mount is possible, there is reinforcement opposite that drain so it can support the weight of a faucet. One thing you will notice, they all have really nice spacious bathing wells, angled backrests, so which makes it actually a really comfortable bathing experience. You are able to add the foam insulation on many of the models as an upgrade. And you'll notice that anyone that we're able to do the insulation on is right in your price book under all of the options on each individual page for that specific unit. They all will include a waste and overflow, and we did upgrade to a nice integrated linear waste and overflow on many of the models last year, or back in 2017, I should say. We had some new introductions, some two-piece tubs, new sizes in 2018, and then some new two-piece rectangulars with center drains coming for 2019. So, going to briefly just touch base on our models here. Here, what you're seeing right here, this is one of our most popular, the J60 and J61, which is the Pandora. So the Pandora is available in both the 59 and 67 inch. It is a center drain oval soaker. As you can see, it says rim mounted faucet possible. Does have the integrated linear waste and overflow. This is a one-piece shell. The overflow is available in either the standard chrome or in the white. One thing I do want to take note is that this year, you'll notice in our book, we changed how you do order those integrated overflows or the colored overflows. Previously, everything came with chrome, and then you added on the waste and overflow color option as an extra, almost accessory. This year, we added actual item numbers for each individual color. So you would either order the white tub with the chrome drain, the white tub with the white drain, and they will have their individual item numbers. Kind of makes it easier for your warehouse people and for the ordering, so making sure everything just stays all together with what you ordered. The Celeste, also, we've added a new size on this style. It's a 59 inch that we've added. Again, it is a center drain, rim mounted faucet, we say possible. Integrated linear waste and overflow. It is a one-piece shell, and the overflow colors would be in white or chrome. One thing I do want to touch base on, and this Equinox is actually a very good example. As we're saying that rim-mounted faucets possible, please keep in mind on these one-piece shells with these wider ledges, the ledge is the exterior measurement for these ledges vary between 3¼ and 3½ inches. So when you have underneath, there is some fiber, there's glassing underneath there. So what Jetta will not be able to tell you is if your faucet will fit underneath there. That is something that we always will tell you to defer to the installer. If you're trying to mount a Roman tub filler onto one of these one-piece units that do not have a specific, we do have, and we'll go over the units that we have that have specific faucet mounting areas. But for these units with just a wider rim that do not have a specific mounting area, the one thing we will not be able to tell you is if that faucet is going to be able to fit underneath there. One thing to keep in mind with that is, as you're selling, is say perhaps you sell a high flow faucet, and the width of the shanks might be 2½ inches wide. So when you have the top of this unit that's only 3½ inches wide, you have to realize that those might not fit up underneath. So when we say possible, we always want you to defer back to your installer for that. So right here, the Equinox. This is a very popular unit. This, if you have any people who just love bathing, this unit right here with the built-in armrest, it has a great lumbar support, and it is one of the most comfortable freestanding tubs out on the market right now. The Eclipse, this is one of our largest units. It's 71 inches long. Very pretty, very, has almost like a modern slipper look to it. Again, white and chrome overflows available. And now we have our Aurora collection. Now with this Aurora collection, we have this available as a 60, a 66, or a 72-inch version. They're all 36 inches wide. They are end drain, which is sometimes hard to find. So this isn't giving you some nice size options in an end drain option. And with this one where we say rim mounted faucet possible, if you take a look over on the drain end, that rim right there actually it has a 5.5-inch deck mounting with an open cavity underneath. So with this J72, 73, and 74 in the Aurora collection, that actually has a faucet mounting area. So you will actually have plenty of room to be able to deck mount the faucet on these units. Some of the new ones that we brought out was this a J82, this Aldrin. The nice thing about this Aldrin is the size. It is 58 inches long. It's a 58 by 30 by 23. It is a thin wall unit. So when you talk about the interior, even though it's only a 58-inch long tub, the interior is actually very roomy. This is ideal for remodel space for those clients who are just trying to fit in a freestanding that might have a tight fit. Some of our most popular, this J83 and J84 in the flare. This style right here, this is a great tub that you can take either contemporary or traditional, just depending on faucetry and what you're doing inside the bathroom. This is one of our most popular styles. Followed by our Haley, again in a 59 and 67 inch. Center drain, you can do a chrome or white overflow with this option. Again, one of our most popular styles. And the Lucid, 2 sizes also available. This actually looks like a very contemporary slipper tub. So this can go again, traditional, transitional, contemporary look and feel with this style. 2 sizes. The Lumos. And then we get into our Orion. The J800 and the J840, it's 59 and 67 inches. And with this unit right here, you do actually have a rim mounting faucet deck area, which is, as Brittany is pointing out, right there on the ledge. This does give you a little bit of a wider ledge to be able to mount a faucet directly to the tub if that is, the option in which they would, freestanding filler is not an option. So this one does give you mounting a deck area. And then our Ophelia. Now this Ophelia, you'll see later we have another Ophelia, which is a 2-piece model. This Ophelia is a 1-piece molded tub. So this is a 1-piece center drain. We did add the smaller size, the 59-inch, in this 1-piece version of the Ophelia recently. And with this unit right here, you can see directly opposite the drain, there is a bump out here in which you are able to mount the faucet. So this gives you plenty of room. I believe this faucet decking area right here is almost 12 inches. So this also even gives you enough room if you would want to do a Roman tub with a hand shower. Should give you enough room for a majority of those options. Our Vega, again, added more sizes with this very popular tub. Very clean line, minimalistic. And the Aura, another very clean line. Now, we have some two-piece freestanding models. So something that we'd like to point out with our two-piece models, first of all, both pieces are made of a high-quality acrylic. That is very important. With acrylic is UV resistant, so it will not fade or change in the sunlight. So with the two-piece tubs, or like they're basically a tub and a cup, very important to make sure that both of those pieces are acrylic. What will happen is over time, if they're both not an acrylic, there's some kind of gel coat, fiberglass, or proprietary mix. Not all of those are UV resistant, so you will have, a color differentiation from the interior of the tub, basically the drop-in portion of the tub, to the exterior over the years as that ages from the sun. So with ours, both pieces are high quality acrylic, so they both will be UV resistant. Another thing we like to point out is that the outer shell of our tub is very is rigid with no flex. So when you're dropping that tub into that base, it feels substantial. It's not going to feel like the tub's moving. If somebody goes and puts their hand up against it, it's not going to be able to flex in and pop back out. Of course, the biggest advantage to this two-piece model is that you're able to rim mount the faucet, and it's a much easier install. They basically install the faucet and drop it down just like they would be in a deck. We offer adjustable feet for leveling on here. Again, large bathing area with angled backrest, so very comfortable, and the integrated linear waste and overflows, of course, available in both chrome and white. So for the Atlas, we have both the 59 and 66-inch models in this rectangle. Now, this is the end drain version of this tub, and you'll notice here, one thing I want to point out, item number here, J810M and J860M. So any of our freestanding units that have that M behind it means multiple, so a two-piece. So that is going to tell you that is a two-piece unit by looking for that M. End drain, rim mount faucet, adjustable feet, really nice, clean, nice minimalistic look here.
I also want to point out here that in February, we are going to be introducing Atlas as a center drain. So you'll be having 2 more models with the center drain available.
Yes. So now here is our two-piece Ophelia. Again, we're offering this in both sizes, the 60 and the 67-inch. You will notice they will have an M, the J815M and the J850M behind it. So this is how you will know the difference between the Ophelia with the one-piece version and the Ophelia with the two-piece version. Another thing too, with these two-piece units, they also tend to be a little bit more economical, so they're more of a price point if you have a price point driven customer, because just there's less finishing. Basically all freestanding tubs start as like a two-piece, and it's molded and finished into one, so all of that extra molding and material and labor are not in this two-piece version. So these actually do help satisfy some needs with some specific price point customers too that you might have with those. And the nice thing with these is that they have a really nice clean finish on the edges of all of those two-piece units. Some freestanding specials that we have in December, just to remember, the J850M, the Ophelia, the two-piece 67-inch that we have on special, our Pandoras and our Vegas. And also this is a floor-mounted tub filler that we also have in stock. So these are some specials for you for the month of December. Keep in mind also that we do carry traditional freestanding. So we have the traditional clawfoot, the Clara and the Evelyn, and the Juliet. With the clawfoot styles, the feet are available chrome, satin nickel, oil rub bronze. No upcharge for the satin nickel and the oil rub bronze on the feet, so it's the same list price all the way through. The Penelope also comes in two different configurations. We have the Penelope that has the complete rolled rim that is available, so it is the rim is rolled all the way around. That would be for if you were doing a standalone filler or a wall-mounted filler. And then we also have the Penelope, which has the 8-inch decking area to be able to mount the faucet. So that would be if you would be mounting the faucet, the traditional style faucet, actually onto the tub. So two different versions there to keep in mind.
Also be looking out in January. We are going to be having a special on our traditional freestanding designs, so be looking for that email.
Okay. So want to just walk you through very quickly the waste and overflow options, polished chrome, white, and brushed nickel. And you can see there's a quick chart down below. The J70 and J74 are the only two units in which you can have the chrome, white, or brushed nickel option. You can see that half moon shaped overflow plate. That is the style that will be delivered with those units. For our Eclipse, you can get that it's the round drain that will be available in either chrome or white. And then for the rest of the options, you have either in polished chrome or white, the integrated slot drain there. Some of the concerns that we hear in the field, we talked a little bit about the rim-mounted faucets and on some of those 3.5-inch wide units that don't have a specific faucet deck area, mounting area, and how people are trying to get creative to kind of get away from a freestanding filler. Unfortunately, it seems that the filler market has not kept up with the tub market and being able to offer, variety of price points. And the freestanding filler, offers a variety of challenges for the install, depending on where you're located. And it's also, can be very expensive. A lot of times the freestanding fillers are more expensive than the tub that they're going with. So as we spoke about some of the challenges that you might have in actually mounting the faucet on something like, for example, the Pandora that just has that 3.5-inch lip. Nice couple creative ways here that we're showing to kind of get around the freestanding filler option and still be able to do something that looks beautiful and looks like it works. So you're starting, if you take a look here from the left, the top left, you can see this is, basically a wall mount with an end drain with an extended spout coming out. Same type of idea with the center drain option in the picture at the lower left and then also in the center. And the two right hand pictures, the top picture and the right hand corner, lower corner, these are two which we're seeing a lot of really creative options. You can see those are actually like knee walls that were built behind the tub, a few inches shorter than the tub, and then the plumbing actually can go work its way right through there. Gives the ability to have an access panel. The customer can still pick out whatever faucet they want. You don't have to worry about if their faucet suite has a matching freestanding filler. And it's obviously going to be an easier install for the plumber, a less expensive install option. So those actually tend to work really well with those little walls. And you can see they have one positioned in the back, one kind of on the end. And they just come up a few inches shorter than the tub and it floats right over, just basically almost like you would with a deck mounted faucet on a traditional tub that's being dropped into a deck. So just some nice photos of some nice options on the install for your clients that, if they're looking for some other options besides a freestanding filler. Another thing I'd like to talk about is our Cosmo above floor drain kit. Hopefully all of you are familiar with this. This is a multiple piece kit, which you will have a drain piece of, it looks like a round drain, which goes into the floor joist before the tile is installed. This kit will work with just any type of application. If it's going into a slab, it can go into concrete. You can, or you can screw it into, if it's going into like a basic style subfloor. It's actually designed to be placed in between the joist space. They can install it with a waterproof membrane right underneath it if they choose to. You will get within the kit, you have that round drain piece, which everybody sees the photo of, that's on every single spec of our freestanding tubs and also on the pages in our price book. And then also within there, you will get two different tail pieces. One's a compression, one's a threaded. Your customer uses one, tosses the other. The tail piece gets installed onto the flip side of the tub. They install that onto the end drain of the tub, flip the tub over, and that actually makes for, they're actually able to install it down into the drain compartment. And what this does is it creates a watertight seal in which the drain can be tightened and watertight from the top. So for applications in which you don't have access to the drain with the master, whether it be on a second floor where traditionally they'd have to, maybe if they didn't have access, cut a hole into somebody's dining room ceiling. Obviously all of the challenges that a slab floor presents with the install with this, so again, can be tied in from the top. These are sold separately. They're not required for the tub install, but it is something in which once your plumber does use it, they probably will tell you never to send out a freestanding without one. It just makes the install so much easier. And if any of your clients have any questions on how to use the product, we actually have a video which we can send to you that is, emailable, and they can see, if they have any questions on the install, they can see how that product actually works. And so that is available. Just let us know.
And if anybody has any questions, you can unmute yourself and ask them, or just type them into the chat box below. Does anybody have any questions? And with that, we are going to end our presentation today. Tomorrow, you will get a PDF copy of the presentation, as well as a copy of the video today. And just a short survey to ask you for your feedback, because we want to make sure that we're giving you useful information that you're going to be using in your showroom. So if there was something you wanted us to cover that we didn't cover, or something that we covered that you didn't think was applicable to you and your showroom, just let us know. And I will send all of this out to you guys tomorrow. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, everybody. Have a happy new year.
Thank you.